This video will show basic instructions for using DTXfromAL to create a DTX starter file synced to an audio file. So the first thing you want to do after you've got your audio file all set up, and then for this demo I'm going to use a simple audio file so that we can see. So what we're doing is pretty obvious. This audio file was recorded from a metronome. All it does is tap a 4/4 beat, where the first tap is slightly different from the other three, so you can kind of hear the difference, but that doesn't matter. And I have my key sounds ready to go, so here we go. The first thing you want to do is you open Audacity, and you'll need version 1.37 or later. In Audacity, open your audio file. So I open an audio file, and once you get your audio file, Audacity has a zoom tool. You can zoom in, which I frequently zoom way in to see things. In this audio file, it's kind of obvious where all the beats are in the song because it's just a metronome. You can tell, you can kind of see that every 4 beats it's slightly different from the other 3, and that's how I'm going to figure out where the measures start. So the next thing you do is you add a label track. So under tracks, add new label track. No problem. Now we're just about ready to go, but you want to click the selection tool in Audacity that looks like the eye. Now what you do is you click at the beginning of the measure, so that's at the beginning of the first hit. So I click on the audio file at the start of the first audio mark, and then you hit Control B. That's it, you're done. Now you want to click the more measures you mark, the more accurate your DTX file is going to be. So, but for this basic demonstration, I'm just going to mark that's my first measure. I'm going to mark the next measure, and you can keep going, but I'm not going to do that yet. So now the next thing you want to do is you want to scroll to the end of your audio file, and somewhere after the last measure, click in your track, hit Control B, and type an E there, and you can press enter. That means E means that's the end of the song, and what you're going to tell DTXfromAL is, I want measures all the way up until this E mark. Okay, now you're ready to go to, you can save this now. So under File, hit Export Labels, go to your directory. You can go with the default name, which is labels.txt. Hit Save. Now you've got a labels file, so you can put away Audacity for a minute. Open up DTXfromAL. I'm using 1.8 here. Okay, in here you want to click the audio file. You want to select your audio file, so I'm going to go over here and I'm going to select my audio file. It's the same one that I opened in Audacity. So I hit open. There's a labels file in that directory already, so it automatically selects it in the labels file text box here. Now for this demonstration, I'm going to create a new DTX starter file. Kind of ignore the bottom half of this screen, and we're only going to look at the top half for now. But for this demo, normally you won't have this checkbox checked, insert snare hit in each measure, but I'm going to leave it checked for this demo. So I'm going to hit Create, and I'm going to save this in the same directory that my other stuff is in. I'm calling it expert.dtx. So I save. Now I have a DTX starter file all synced up. Magic. Now I'm going to open DTX Creator, and I'm going to load that starter file. So there it is. If I scroll up, I'll see that it's set up the correct place where the audio should start, and it puts snare hits at the start of each measure. Now I'm going to test it, and when you listen to this test, if you can hear it right, you'll hear my default snare hit at the start of each measure, and then the metronome will tick off the rest of it. Okay, that's enough. So it's all synced up, ready to go. If you look in it, you'll scroll all the way to the end of the audio. You'll see that there were 30 measures. And that's it. Now you can just start adding your chips for the rest of the song, and each measure is synced. The only catch right now is that I only mark the first 2 measures, so those are the ones that are going to be most accurate. So in this particular case, it's a metronome, it's constant BPM. But if you're working with a not constant BPM file, then you'll have to keep marking measures as it gets out of sync, and we'll cover that in the next video.